One of my biggest challenges coming into the industry was, where do I start? And as far as machines, locations, just everything as far as a resource.
Welcome to Vendtelligence. This podcast is sponsored by Kiosoft. On today's episode, the brokering business. Let's get Vendtelligent. All right, so man. So I know you had a busy weekend. How was it?
Went to the Mandarin for a buffet. If you're celebrating birthdays, or if you know anyone that celebrated a birthday, go to the Mandarin.
Why?
Free birthday,
Oh,
right? You're free on your birthday. Doesn't have to be on the day of your birthday. It could be 7 days prior or 7 days after.
okay.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because, man, I don't know about you, but I saved a lot of money bringing everybody to the Mandarin for their birthday.
I love saving money.
Exactly. We got to
Yeah.
save money, right?
Yeah.
We're in the money business.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Exactly.
That's how we're in the money business.
Yeah, right? So saving money is great. Shout out to the Mandarin. You know, all you could eat within your hour and a half to 2 hours. Like, I had a blast. Everybody had a blast there. It was a great time, you know?
We're about to have people run up on Mandarin.
Right.
Getting all these free food.
Exactly. Like, hey, man, you got to sponsor us, Mandarin.
Yeah.
You know, we're giving you guys free business here. You know, we're letting the population know, especially from the vending world, to go to the Mandarin and eat all you could eat. Imagine a vending machine, all you could eat vending machine. Ooh, that's a lot of money.
That's an interesting concept.
Really interesting concept. Like a micro market. Like, all you could eat micro market. Just go to the micro market and, oh, man. That's a lot of money, though. I don't know how that would work, but whoever brings that into place, that would be crazy. And, like, when you think about that, it's like, how do you start when you want to innovate the vending industry? Like, where do you start? One of my biggest challenges coming into the industry was, where do I start? And as far as machines, locations, just everything as far as a resource. And I know this is why we came up with Vendtelligence, but now for your business, for venture groups, one of the biggest challenges everybody has, and I went through this in, I believe, episode 1, is, where do I start? What machines do I buy? What locations do I go to? Where do I start?
Mm-hmm.
I think I need to put that on a t-shirt or on a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you, like, walk us through your side of the business?
Yeah.
You're a broker. How do you help me
Yeah.
get started as a vending operator?
Transform your vending experience with Kiosoft's all-in-one solutions. From compact to full-size machines, we have the ideal solution for every need. Every machine comes equipped with our Ultra Series payment readers, offering versatile payment options, a sleek LCD touchscreen display, and effortless integration. Along with Kiosoft's backend management system, you get remote inventory tracking, real-time data analytics, comprehensive reporting, and much more, all from a single platform. Check it out.
Yeah, for sure. So my brokerage and consulting company, Venture Group, started a little over a year ago. And the reason why I started Venture Group is because as I was building my own snack and pop vending business, I was acquiring other vending businesses along the way. I was buying and selling locations, etc. And I was using a broker while I was doing that. Now, unfortunately, it turned out that that broker had a very bad reputation in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
And it got to the point where we ended up having a blow up over a deal. And I realized that, he was basically the only one providing that kind of service to operators, at least out in the west side of Toronto. There are some guys who do it in Toronto, but there really isn't any major vending broker.
Yeah.
So having a sales and marketing background, I realized that there was an opportunity for me to provide a high quality, transparent brokerage for people to be able to buy and sell vending machine businesses, equipment, locations, and products. So that's really why I started Venture Group. And essentially what I do is I help new people break into the industry by providing them with specialized consultation, just depending on kind of where they find themselves in the industry. I help match buyers and sellers with each other, essentially. So really giving new operators the tools they need to successfully purchase a business and break into the vending industry. And that's kind of primarily what I do is on the actual business brokerage side. Now I'm building up the locations business, building up the equipment business, and then eventually we'll be getting into products as well.
No, great points and a great summary of your business.
Yeah.
I always mentioned in previous episodes, and I'll even mention it now again. When I started, it's where do I start?
Yeah.
The anxiety is real.
Yeah.
Now, simple business to get started in.
Yeah.
But there's still some anxieties and some challenges that we have to get through.
Yeah, for sure.
Sit back and relax. So some of the anxieties newer vending operators have is finding that location, and even I would even say employers. Some of their anxieties is them finding a new operator to operate their vending business or the vending services that they want in their establishment. How do you come into play and ensure both parties are happy and satisfied?
Yeah, that's a great question. So as of right now, there's two ways that I'm getting in contact with businesses that are looking to host vending operators. So I'm running ads on Google and Facebook as well. I also have a cold calling team who's calling different businesses right now all around Ontario, but we will expand to the rest of Canada.
Nice.
And so essentially, once the initial contact is made, whether we contact them or whether they contact us, I'll have a no obligation consultation with those businesses. I will understand essentially what are their needs as far as vending goes. Do they just need snack and pop, or do they need food, or do they need coffee, or do they need something else like industrial, for example?
Yeah.
So once we have that initial consultation and I kind of understand what their needs are, then I will look at my network and match them with a vending operator who can supply those needs and who's locally, within their geography so that they're able to get quality service in a timely fashion. So yeah, it's a pretty simple process. All I really require from them is just a written confirmation that they'd like me to go out and match them with one of the vending partners that I use.
Awesome.
Yourself being one of them.
Yeah, it's great, right?
Conscious cravings,
Yeah,
right?
conscious cravings. That's perfect. Conscious cravings are quick stop depending on what the niche is and
Yeah.
what the need is, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So that'll be perfect. Now, tell me about these locations.
Yeah.
How do you sell these locations?
Mm-hmm.
And how do location sales work?
Mm-hmm.
So as far as the people want to know, is it residual revenue that you're being paid on?
Mm-hmm.
Is it a flat fee? Could you tell us a little bit more and deep dive? Well, maybe not deep dive, but
Yeah.
just scratch the surface a little bit with your answer.
Transform your vending experience with Kiosoft's all-in-one solutions. From compact to full-size machines, we have the ideal solution for every need. Every machine comes equipped with our Ultra Series payment readers, offering versatile payment options, a sleek LCD touchscreen display, and effortless integration. Along with Kiosoft's backend management system, you get remote inventory tracking, real-time data analytics, comprehensive reporting, and much more, all from a single platform. Check it out.
Yeah, for sure. So typically how I do this is it's a one-time upfront fee, and it's a finder's fee that the vending operator pays to Venture Group. Now I'm try to be as transparent as possible with my pricing. So usually I charge $15 times the head count. So for example, if there is a location that has 100 employees, I'll charge $1,500 for that location. Now, I do also offer other types of payment schemes. So, for example, if somebody doesn't want to go and fork out that $1,500 right off the bat, we can do more of a financing type of deal where they pay me a percentage of the sales until that initial $1,500 plus a interest expense is paid off. So those are kind of the two ways that the location sales happen.
All right, I'm gonna run a scenario for you right now.
Yeah.
I'm a new vending operator.
Yeah.
Okay, and I want a location.
Yeah.
Okay, and the other thing is too, I need help purchasing a machine.
Yeah.
I don't know where to start. I
Yeah.
don't know how to get a machine. I don't know where to get a location.
Yeah.
Kayin, can you help me, please?
1,000,000% I can help you. And, I've been realizing recently as well, like from the equipment side, a lot of what I can provide is a concierge service in terms of actually moving the equipment from the distributor into the location. So I'll give you an example. I just did a move for a client, or I coordinated a move for a client last week. And it was 2 separate vending machines, and then 2 machines actually had to come out of the location because he wanted to put new machines in there. So essentially what I did for him was I coordinated the movers to pick up the new machines. I coordinated a buyer for his old machines to get them out of there. And then I was there on the day of to make sure that everything went well and there was no issues at the location, no damages or anything like that. And honestly, everything went smoothly. So I think what people get from me not only is the location, not only is the specific equipment, but is also the coordination and the leadership that I can provide when actually physically moving a machine into a location and just making sure that everything goes smoothly. And I think that's really important when it comes to new operators getting into the industry, because a lot of the times, as I'm sure you know, moving a machine, there can be a lot of issues that happen.
Absolutely.
And so it's really beneficial for people to have somebody there who knows what they're doing.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Those are some great points that you bring up. And you're kind of like the Spock, the single point of contact.
I'm the plug.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're the plug.
That's what
right?
my client told me with that move. He's like, you know what, you're the plug. And I said, you're absolutely right. I am.
Awesome. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Now, being the single point of contact or the point of contact, what kind of services, consultant services, do you offer?
Yeah. Another great question. So we've kind of been talking about new people getting into the industry, but what else I can provide is for people who are in the industry already, if they're looking at scaling up their vending businesses, or if they want to essentially increase their sales per location, I can offer specialized consulting for people to be able to increase their sales. And I have a couple different methods that I recommend to people in order to make them successful in that. And that's kind of on the vending operator side, but also, on the business side, if you have, let's say, a manufacturing company that wants to look at scaling back some of their expenses, I can also help on the vending operation side there. Like, for example, if they want to get an industrial vending machine, I can take a look at their stock and take a look at what they're doing as far as their inventory management goes, and show them essentially how some sort of automated service would be able to improve their inventory management and thus improve their bottom line.
That's perfect. That's some great services that you offer.
Yeah.
And that's some great resources that people in the industry really need. Now, speaking about people in the industry, we know there's a lot of, quote unquote, old timers in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
And they're looking to get out. Like, the industry is changing. They're not getting up to the times. They're not as modern. How does someone exit the vending industry?
Yeah, for sure. So, essentially, it looks like this. If you want to exit the vending industry, you have a couple different ways. So 1, you can sell the business yourself. 2, you can pass it on to your family members. 3, you can have a manager just manage the business for you. Or 4, you can use a broker like myself to help you sell your business. And so now what does that process look like? Well, there's a couple different steps. So first, essentially, we would have an initial consultation where we would discuss, what does your vending journey look like? Are you looking to exit now, or do you need to exit in 6 months, for example? What's your timeline?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you exiting the business? How do your vending operations look now? Are there any areas that we can improve before starting to go through that exit process? So once we have that initial consultation, I will provide essentially an independent business valuation just based on a couple different factors, such as your sales, so your yearly revenue, the equipment that you have, the type of locations you have, and also the geographic kind of area of your location. So how tight are your locations together? Because the tighter your locations are, makes your business more efficient, and that makes it have a higher value.
Those are some great points that you bring up, and that's very important, especially when you're looking to create a route in your locations. And it's very important for an operator to have a tight route, because you're more efficient that way, and you really optimize your business. Right? With all that being said, I don't want to give up too much of your secret sauce.
Okay.
What is the end goal for venture groups?
So my end goal of Venture Group is to expand our brokering services. So right now we're brokering businesses, we're brokering locations, we're brokering equipment. Soon we'll be brokering products, and then also advertising. So I'd like to have the business kind of have those 5 different revenue streams.
Okay.
And then eventually I would also like to move it into the States. And then, after 5 years or so, into the rest of the world. So into Europe and into Asia as well.
It's a nice hostile world takeover.
Exactly.
Keep your eye out for venture groups taking over the world.
That's right.
Right? One country at a time. So thank you for those nuggets. Follow us on Vendtelligence, Venture Groups, Kayin, Pepper, Kelly, Conscious Cravens, Vending. If you have any questions when it comes to the vending industry, to either start, scale, or exit, drop us a comment, follow us, like us, subscribe, and then we could go into more detail. But for that, I think that's all for this episode.
Yeah, for sure. And, you can find my company, Venture Group, www.vendturegroup.com. And on there, we have a number of businesses listed, locations, and equipment as well. And yeah, I think that wraps it up for today.
Perfect.
Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in to Vendtelligence. Thank you to our sponsors, Keelsoft and Ava Water. Subscribe to Vendtelligence wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on social media and the links below. Peace!